I can speak some words.
Yeah, probably shouldn't say that
Probably
on
some
the
rude
broadcast
ones.
though, Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan, like, Elfishguy likes to think he's an expert at languages, but unfortunately,
Well, I know
a
I
little
can
bit
speak
of a little bit of German,
at least 2.
some English, sometimes.
Some English.
Yeah. The bin chicken's going to come out here on attack. Let's take a look at their setup. Dive tanks with 2 snipers, Jordan. Up against triple tank defense.
Well, that's unfortunate for Beta, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cop a shot from Widowmaker in the face, and you're also hooked. So it's like you're just dead. You're just dead.
It's definitely tough. That is for sure. And the pick ability of this hog, the hog and then the Orisa Holt, really, Jordan. That's what makes it tough, isn't it? I love the combo though. I love seeing it. Like I guess it doesn't take too much to do, but it's still cool to watch.
Yep.
Oh, just
close.
as I say that, almost finds the pick. But they're going to try and jump right onto the point. To be fair, they really have very little choice here, Jordan, other than to do that. Signs drop back. 8 has been picked up as well. Ooh. That's by Bus. QVN almost gets booped off the edge and almost goes down as well. The heals very timely coming through from Leverett there. Aita brought back to life as well and ready to go with the Storm Arrows. Just needs to find someone to shoot. That's the real question. Looks like going to see a hold here from Blank Blue to start things off on the first. Wasn't a bad, not really first attack, sort of like second attack, yeah. Kind of.
First and a half.
Yeah.
One thing to note for Bin Chickens is they've got Sad Boy in again instead of Styrel. So there's a bit of a swap up. As far as I'm aware, Sad Boy is, well, technically speaking, the core player for this Bin Chickens roster. Not sure that it really makes a difference whether they're core or not, but just interesting that they've been able to bring him back in.
All right, this time I'm ready for the combo, Jordan. I'm ready for the Holt into hook. Okay, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. I'm waiting.
Don't know if
see the Dragon Strike from Atar. Finds what? Finds 4? Was that even combo with anything? No.
No way.
Just throws it out. Just a sneaky 4, an easy 4.
That's unfortunate that we didn't get to see that.
That is unfortunate. Yes.
Yeah, I think it must have been Gob. It must have been a Holt. They must.
Well, that'll do it, right? That'll do it. If you can get away with comboing with a right click from an Orisa instead of needing to use anything else. And literally every other ultimate now is going to be up here for Blank Blue on defense. Look, one's going to come back here from the Bin Chicken, slightly less successful, unfortunately. Valkyrie popped as well by Leverett, but QVN's gone down. Beta does find one. You can hear the whole hog as well coming out from Unter. They're trying to get onto the point, but I don't think they're going to be successful, that being the Bin Chickens, because Blank Blue in a pretty good spot here on defense. Supercharger comes through from Gob. That's going to be used, and well...
Wow!
Yeah, that'll do it.
Goodbye, Sad Boy.
Yeah, 50% damage boost as well. Definitely going to do the job, particularly with a headshot.
That was a massive headshot.
Now, Jordan, 45 seconds. Essentially one push left here from the Bin Chickens. And unfortunately for them, they have not managed to find themselves even one tick right now. Unter looking for a pick. Come on, I'm ready for the Hulk combo.
Well, they need to get rid of the shield first. Well, perhaps not.
Well,
Beta gets hooked.
He certainly will. Beta goes down. Sad Boy pushing in. He got the barrier.
Oh, that's
throws
big.
Out a great Earth Shatter. Sad Boy also has the Graviton Surge, but not that much to combo it off with. Blank Blue. Oh, there we go. Finally, we will see the Dragons coming out from both sides.
Atar doing some work there, but Sign and Adam, they've also found a killer piece, and there was so much thrown in there from Bin Chickens. The Earth Shatter was great, the Graviton Surge was great, but somehow they haven't managed to get a clean enough fight win, and I do think Blank Blue are going to be able to hold on to this one.
Well,
Sign,
they didn't get
what a machine!
Either. Yeah, Sign finds 2. Unter's still alive. Of all the tanks you want to leave alive, I would say Hog's probably the least favourable one. He's got the self-heal, he's got the hook. Anyway, they don't get a tick. So that's definitely not great. But
well, yeah.
The things to say there is really a very good hold coming out from Blank Blue. That was quite impressive.
Very impressive indeed. There's been moments so far today in multiple matches where it just looks like the attacking team or the underdog team should have had the advantage, should have been able to push through, should have been able to cap or hold or what have you. but for some reason, they don't apply enough pressure to the point, or they don't get the follow-up kills that they need. Really, that should have been Bin Chickens absolutely wiping Blank Blue and getting that first cap, and we're still sort of sitting here talking about how they're going to try and attack the second point. But now it's on to Blank Blue's attacking side after some great shooting from Signed, and Atar and Adam to back him up. It's just unfathomable after that many ultimates.
The Dragon Strike comes out from Blank on defense, finds 4, great work, that's what you want to see. Then Bin Chickens throws out a Dragon Strike of their own, a little bit less successful. Obviously, sometimes it's tough if you don't have anything to combo with, but then the next time we see a Dragon Strike from either team is essentially at the same time. So in that scenario, the extra time there for Blank to get that up and be ready to go. I guess kudos to the Bin Chickens for getting theirs up in time, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. They couldn't combo it off. They got the kills, but they left Hunter alive, and well, it is what it is.
It is indeed. And what it is, Ben, is going to be a fairly easy attack in front of Blank Blue here. They just need to get 1 tick on the first point of Volskar. And when was the last time you saw it held fully held on the first point? I don't think we've actually seen it at all.
It doesn't happen very often, no. Obviously, that attacker's spawn advantage coming into the first point means if you get a pick or 2, by the time the fight's over, the rest of your team's already back into the fight, and it gives you that advantage that normally allows you to get across the line. We'll probably see
Hunter's playing Tracer, Ben.
Blank take advantage of that. Yes, well.
Are we going to see the God Tracer?
Are we? Signed. Sneaky beaky around the...
Oh! See
Gosh!
You later. I don't know what you're going to do about that.
What do you even do? What do you even do? Well, maybe Signed actually going to go down.
Yeah, just a bit too keen on that one.
Yeah.
But traded out, Atar does get beta. Still favourable here for Blank Blue. And even remember, 1-for-1s are actually not too bad for Blank Blue, as they do have that spawn advantage.
Yeah, particularly when half the team gets caught up in that little room. Jordan Beta's gone down, Sad Boy's gone down. Signed's been brought back to life there by the Mercy Hunter on the point. They only need 1/3 of a tick, and the Bin Chickens are all down. Blank Blue, easy peasy, does it here on Volskaya Industries. They're now 3-0. They do get themselves that match victory, points on the board. Just looking for this clean 4-0.
They want that 4-0. They haven't got one so far this season. So it'll be just a nice little nail in the coffin there for Bin Chickens if Blank Blue is able to get the 4-0 here today. Certainly looking like they will be able to. I mean, really, you can't... There's not much to break down about that map, because there wasn't really much of a map, was there?
No, there wasn't that much, I guess.
Signed was doing excellently.
It was just picks, really.
Yeah. Atar, huge Dragon Strike. Again, no idea where that came from. I think it must have been a Hulk combo, in which case, whoever was playing Orisa there for Blank Blue, I think it must have been Gob.
The Dragon Strike from Atar. We'll just listen to myself. I was pretty excited about that. Supercharger comes through from Gob. That's going to be used. Okay, now we can talk. So. Oh! Look, it was exciting.
Yeah, this is like where I'm thinking, how does Blank Blue recover from that? They get like 3 people hit by the Earth Shadow and then 3 hit by the Grav. Somehow Hunter survives.
Yeah.
This is the halt. There, it was a halt. It was great work.
Great work. That's what you want to see. Great plays. I'm glad we got to see that the second time around.
That could be play of the game, to be honest.
Yeah, that was really good. That was really good. So often we'll see good plays coming out of the Grab Surge combo with the Dragon Strike, but being able to combo it with the Halt, you throw it off early, right? I feel like you throw out your Dragon Strike first into
then
a Halt.
Then you bring the Halt in.
Yeah, and it works. So
it's not as easy as it looks, to be honest, because you need a lot of factors to work in unison, but in the end, Blank Blue, they make it work there. And well, now Bin Chickens are down 0-3. We're moving on to any one of Route 66, Watchpoint Gibraltar, or Rialto. I think for Bin Chickens here,
Rialto.
Probably Rialto, yeah, because that's what they've been choosing this season so far.
Maybe they'll change it up, though, because we've seen them change up. I guess you can get bored of not being as successful on the same map a few times in a row. So
yeah,
and I think it's not a curveball anymore, Jordan. I think everyone's probably pretty comfortable on Rialto at this point in the season. 4 weeks in, had plenty of time to work through that one. For me, well, there we go, easy peasy. For me, the main thing here is that Blank was always, to me, that team that had the great individual skill. We saw that's why they love dive, right? They can get in there, get into your backline, Genji Tracer, that sort of stuff. And today we've seen, again, those individual plays come out from them where they felt comfortable enough to be able to do that and has been able to get them across the line, as opposed to teams that are really, I feel like, strat and team comp heavy.
Well, it is quite easy, though, when you're up against Bin Chickens as opposed to someone like, for example, Drop Bears, to kind of let those individuals shine because they're not really under as much pressure. Bin Chickens are probably making more mistakes, giving more openings over to Sign and ATAR to find picks. And so while it looks good now, I suppose, for Blank Blue, doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to translate against a better squad. But moving on to Rialto, I don't know how I feel about this for Bin Chickens. I mean, realistically speaking, looking at all of those maps, I really don't think that there was any great choice for them because any of these maps is going to be quite good for the double sniper setup that Blank Blue has been running. Especially Rialto when you've got Orisa. I really like Orisa on Rialto. It doesn't work quite as well on Route 66 or on Watchpoint Gibraltar, I don't feel. But on Rialto, it just seems like she really has a good time.
Yeah, I think it's just something about this first point in particular, Jordan, that you know, this first corner, it gives you a good place to
Well, I'd love to see some halts off the bridge here. If you can pull someone off the bridge with the halt.
Well, or you can just pick up Leverett there with the shot.
Leverett's going to be... Oh, God.
All right, well, no supports, and probably... Do you just drop back here? I feel like you probably just drop back.
What else can you do?
Well, I guess push forward and die.
This is spawn camp territory now for Blank Blue. Look, even Sign's continuing to go forward.
The Mercy. Leverett tempted to jump across, but what do you do, Jordan? We saw it earlier in the first match of the day on Lijiang Tower where the supports were just getting picked off time and time again by the snipers coming out of spawn. Oh! Sign just going to miss the hook. Going to have to drop downstairs for now. Oh, so close. Doesn't matter. If one sniper fails, the other will succeed. And ATAR has found two. Just needs to find the Mercy. That's going to be Adam successful in that little escapade. They should be able to hold the payload right now. I thought Zarya was going to go down. ATAR actually going to be the one to clean up. The payload is stuck just on the very first corner. This is not what you want to see if you're the Bin Chickens.
Not at all. Infrasight is available now for Signed as well, so that'll cause some more problems. Not to mention Sonic Arrow, so he doesn't even really need it right now. So much information available there for Blank Blue. Poor old Bus, he's just thinking, I have to hold this shield up, but it's getting smacked away, and if I put it down, then my supports die, so it's sort of a lose-lose situation for him. Either it gets broken by Blank Blue, or he puts it down, and then his support dies. So, I mean, what do you do?
I actually don't know.
I think for Bin Chickens here, really...
You die, mate.
What you really want is to have your own sniper, but they don't seem to have someone that can snipe.
No. And there you go, Leverett down, baited down,
Oh,
Sign finds two.
He's going to get three
Make that
here.
three.
Nope.
No, Adam steals the kill in the end. Bus does bring one back to the payload. It's not going anywhere, Jordan.
Yep.
So, unfortunately, I think I've said this before, it's kind of like being stuck in
Look
Sydney
at this.
traffic.
Look at how aggressive Signed is being.
I suspect traffic in Illy probably not that great either. I don't know. I'd have to ask GoGo Gadget, he knows all about that. Real Alex Blakey, not here, fortunately. What do you even do? They're just kind of lost. Lost for words.
We've seen the change up.
Do you go left, Jordan, and come around that way? And that's what we've kind of seen here coming out from the Winston.
To be honest, I think Bin Chickens have just sort of decided that, or that they're tilted in a way or something like that because they're just not working together as a unit. You see them going in one by one. They're taking fights when other people are still sort of just walking around, setting up for positions.
And it's not fun. It's not fun to get caught with the Reinhardt and everyone's getting picked off behind. You may as well swap to some sort of dive comp here, at least with Bus on the Winston instead of the Reinhardt. He can get in there. He can do a bit of damage. Certainly, they've got a little bit more momentum now than they had before. So this is working just a little bit better here for Bin Chickens. I'm glad to see the change up, but oh man.
You don't want to be a Zenyatta here.
You see the shots coming through, there we go.
Sometimes those shots are the hardest to hit when you get around the back and they're kind of got really weird movement.
They're going left to right across your screen instead of back and forward, right? So it's definitely much more difficult to make those shots. Sign, trying to get out of dodge. Oh, Beta actually gets in there, finds the kill. That's what they needed to do.
It's a pretty big kill actually for for Bin Chickens. They haven't been able to get that too often at all, or if at all, on this map so far.
Supercharger going to come out here as well. The Bongos plays down by Gom.
14 seconds.
Not much time at all here, Jordan. Not much time at all. Sad Boy with Beta. This is the combo we need to see. Along with that Transcendence, this is the time. What can the Bin Chickens do? The answer is well. No. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, that's not going to happen for the Bin Chickens. And I don't think this map's going to happen for them either. Adam does find Leverett. Gob found Bus. And that will be that. The payload goes 42.82 meters here for the Bin Chickens on attack.
Yeah, that transcendence
Frogger.
out from Unta just completely scares Beta away for some reason. I mean, obviously he's not going to get a kill, I suppose, but he just hightailed it out of there.
Yeah, well.
Anyway. Bin Chickens, they're really struggling here. They're really struggling. It's not fair, this matchup, is it?
No.
Why doesn't Blank Blue pick on someone their own size?
Well, I think, to be fair, that's
It's what they did last week.
it's how the grips line up. They have to play them, Jordan. I don't know if you understand this, but that's how round robin works.
Ah, I
you have
see.
to play everyone else. Yeah. Are you new, mate?
Oh, been here since season 1.
Okay, except for season 1 finals.
Yep.
Yeah. Too cool for us.
I didn't want to hang out with you.
Oh, okay. Well,
why.
it was exciting games. You really missed out. That was a bit disappointing. So,
Well, I'll be here for these finals.
well, that's exciting. At Rod Laver Arena
It
at
wouldn't miss
Melbourne
that.
Esports Open in front of a live Australian audience for Overwatch Contenders Australia Season 2, supported by McDonald's Australia. What more could you ask for? The answer is not much, to be perfectly honest. So last year we had an Overwatch World Cup stage, which was pretty exciting.
That was
this
in
year
Sydney as well.
we have Contenders Season 2 finals. So if you're a fan of Overwatch in Australia, it's a pretty good time to be a fan, to be perfectly honest, because there's a lot going on. And last time it was Sydney, this time it's Melbourne. No excuse for Melbourneites not to get out there.
Brisbane next year.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh.
We're both from Brisbane,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know.
Well, if we can't bring the Overwatch to Brisbane, we'll bring us to the Overwatch.
Well, that's what we did. We brought us to the esports. That's why we moved to Sydney.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, Bin Chickens, they're going to have to struggle here for a win. It's going to be a real grind for them, although it might not last too long.
This would be the comeback of the century, Jordan, if they were to...
Yeah, but the thing is, even if they win this, they still lose. So it's like...
It's
okay.
like the Mighty Ducks. Time for the Flying V.
All right, let's go. Bin Chickens, what have you got for us? QVN is on the Widowmaker. Beta onto Hanzo. It's the same setup that Bin Chickens went up against when they were on attack. And we'll see if they can use it as effectively as Blank Blue did. The answer so far is no, because we haven't seen 2 supports dead
and here's
already.
the thing, right? They don't even have a Reinhardt, and they still manage to be more successful on this first little point. The dive comes through. Everyone's up the top. Beta's going to be going down to Sign. Oh, big picks. Big
That
picks,
is a good
really.
shot.
So, great work coming out from the Bin Chickens here on defense. They only need to do it another few times. Maybe they'll be successful, but this is the point. They have to defend right here. They cannot let this payload go any further, Jordan. Now is the time.
Yeah, well, it's gone backwards at least, for a little bit.
It's kind of like the Mighty Ducks. You say quack. What does an ibis say?
Squawk?
I don't know. Squawk.
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 Yeah.
Squawk. 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 Squawk.
Ben's losing the plot, everybody.
Sorry, I want to... Look,
Oh! Well,
anyway.
that'll happen.
Anyway.
Okay, Bin Chickens. It's been good so far. They've got to hold on for another 2 minutes and 40 seconds. If they can keep playing like this, then sure. But my concern is, like Blank Blue, they're obviously taking this pretty easy at the moment, just building up some ultimates. When those ults do come up, that's when we're going to see Blank Blue really commit into these fights. And that's, I think, when Bin Chickens are going to kind of fall over.
Well, the Bin Chickens are holding so far back as well, unfortunately. There's not much that they can do here. It's just really the Orisa with that shield being the staple here for the team. And as soon as that Orisa goes down, that's that. But if they can find Frogger, if they can find Adam like that, Jordan, it's going to be enough. They just need to do it. Now, another 2 minutes left on the clock. Well, this could be the time.
They need to do it like another 5-10 times if they're going to hold on to this point. And
Oh.
Bust, got to ensure it. Bust
Just Bust. Well, he finds Adam, I guess.
Bust.
Adam out of mech.
Bust cannot die.
Yeah.
If Bust dies, the defense is over for Bin Chickens. So
It's
he's
all about
a
the
premium
Orisa.
target for Blank Blue.
Sad Boy has a self-destruct. They're going to drop back from the payload for now. You can hear Dragon Strike comes through, finds Hunter. That's one down. If they can find the Mercy as well as the pause comes out, Jordan. Ooh. Blank Blue maybe sweating a little bit here.
Yeah.
They can hear the squawks in the background from the crowd.
Wonder what's going on.
I don't know.
Not sure what the pause is, but can't be good. Blank Blue so far not really having any success.
Look, it could have been over much quicker than this so far.
I thought it would be. To be honest, I thought they would have finished this already.
Not a bad defense coming out from the Bin Chickens. Whether they will succeed or not, that's the real question.
Maybe what we need to see is Sign just go back onto Widow because he's playing Tracer at the moment, which, like...
It seems like it's the easy choice, right? Hey, hey friends, we're winning. We're going to get this map. It's easy. We don't have to go very far.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in. I'm going to grab a pick or two. Easy does it.
Yeah.
He grabbed a pick and then he died.
I like to see him go back onto the Widow because he's been playing that so well today, but still sitting with the Tracer. So, Blank Blue, they want to make this one work, but that's allowed a lot of time to build up the ults here for Bin Chickens. Transcendence being a very important one.
Gob going to go down to QBN. Yeah, that's a big play. Ada would love to find himself a Dragon Blade anytime soon. Going to go down to Sad Boy. Signed in the background, that's his second pick, Jordan. This is quite crucial if he's got... Oh, no! Throws it out. Is he going... No, actually, misses the Mercy. Zenith is not alive at that point for the bomb to do any work. And right now, 1 minute on the clock. The Bin Chickens in a prime position, Jordan, to hold this back.
Surely not.
Do they have the plays available?
Surely not, Ben. Here comes a Dragon Strike. That's going to hold it just a little bit longer, but really that... What you have to have a look at right now is ATAR at 97% on the Dragon Blade. That's really the important ultimate that Blank Blue are going to either make or break this push with. And if Bin Chickens, of all teams, holds Blank Blue to a 3-1, I'm going to be absolutely astounded.
Self-destruct coming out from the Bin Chickens, not going to find anyone.
They got off the point. And for all that, Blank Blue ends up closing out the map 4-0. Well, it was a stoic defense for Bin Chickens until it wasn't.
Oh man, even in Mighty Ducks, in the end, they lose. I think at the end of the third one. Is that it? You can't always win. Unfortunately for the Bin Chickens, they haven't won yet, but that wasn't half bad. Yeah, that was a reasonable defense.
So close yet so far, Ben.
If only I'd squawked a little bit louder. Like, to be fair, let's be real. Congratulations to Blank Blue. A great 4-0. Precisely what they needed. They played very well. Got a little bit caught up in the end there at Rialto, but it didn't matter. They knew what they had to do. I suspect, Jordan, and this might sound silly, but if the Bin Chickens had made it through all the way to the end of Rialto, I suspect that Blank Blue probably would have played this first phase a little bit differently, and they would have completed it in a quicker time.
Possibly. End of the day, it's not what happened, and Blank closed it out 4-0. So it's their first 4-0 of the season. Nice to get that one knocked over. And, well, they're just going to have to hope that they can continue this on next week. They're still kind of vying for positioning with Legacy. It really does come down to the map win-loss. Both teams so far today were able to get a 4-0, which I do think still leaves Legacy slightly ahead of Blank Blue. But Legacy still have to play Sydney Drop Bears next week.
Well,
so.
that's like, let's be real, Jordan. That's the real conversation here. So for everything else that we've considered, Blank Blue, they've already played the Drop Bears. They've already faced that demon. Unfortunately, they weren't up to par in the day. But to be real, Legacy probably won't be either. It's going to be very difficult for Legacy to come away. They definitely, it's one thing to win. Maybe they'll be able to get some maps. I genuinely don't know. It's going to come down, obviously, to their roster situation as well.
Yeah.
Is Strawbella still going to be playing that off tank? Are they going to be playing triple tank all next week? You can't afford, really, to not be at your peak performance up against the Drop Bears.
If you want to give it a really good crack, like, sure, okay, you probably go into that series thinking there's a good chance we get forward anyway. We might have a little bit of a sneaky excuse if we have a core roster issue. But for Legacy, they really want to get some maps on the board here to give them the best possibility of getting in second place. And like you said, they need to have everybody firing at their peak performance, and they've had 5 weeks to get ready for this match. It's kind of like facing the demon that they did last season when they had to go up against Blank Blue in their final week. So for Legacy, a big week coming up next week, but I don't think they're going to be able to have enough against the Drop Bears. But again, that's a discussion for later on down the track.
Certainly is, but for now, it's time for another Macca's play of the game. McDonald's Australia play of the game. Bin Chickens up against Blank Blue. No surprise going over to Blank Blue, going over to ATAR. And this was a pretty good play, Jordan, between ATAR and Gob.
Yeah.
You see that through the Hulk comes out. Look at this, boom, straight into the middle. They all get drawn into the Twin Dragons, and they all get destroyed. He finds 4. Adam cleans up Bus as well. And I think the 6th kill comes out as well. So easy does it. Great play. Congratulations to Blank Blue. Very much deservedly the winners here today, and doing so in style, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, ATAR's play of the game, but you kind of have to give that on to Gob as well.
Yeah.
I think they both deserve a cheeseburger after that one because
or they can halve it.
A team effort.
Get some nugs or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Regardless, though, yeah, look, I think that kind of wraps up that matchup in just one little play of the game. That really felt like what that entire matchup was. Blank Blue just completely and utterly battering bin chickens.
Certainly were.